What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here. Mass Aquariums. No, this is not a video about a rhododendron. This is a video of the pond I just built. It's my first one. I am still moving rocks around, getting rocks, moving rocks here, moving rocks there. It is about 3.5, 4 feet deep in the deep end, and then the shelf comes up to here, which is about 1.5 feet, close to 2 feet. And then you see I got the waterfall, which I think in the spring will be moved up sort of up here, so it'll be a longer fall down. This pond was put together on the cheap. I was a ding-dong and I didn't shoot any video of it besides this, but I do have lots of pictures of what it was before and the whole process. If I can figure out editing with the video, I will add the pictures in from start to finish. There's still a bunch of, things I see that I move around. It's very hot in Mass right now. It went from winter basically right to summer in the 90s. Going to be 101 tomorrow, so whoop-de-doo. Went over to Uncle Ned's and got a few pond plants. These will spread like crazy. Those two right here and right there on the right will have magenta flowers. They will blossom. And then you got the cat nine tail here, and I got 3 of these guys. These will also split off and multiply over the summer. It is nice and peaceful. I have a lot to do in this bed. This bed was sort of like a spring bed. It was just covered with tulips and daffodils and all sorts of bulbs, and they came, and the phlox over here was really, really pretty in the spring, but once they all die down, you're left with nothing but like weeds. So I moved some phlox. This should all fill in nice. And this is some shade plant. This rhododendron I still might move. It's dark purple flowers. Are really, really pretty, but I think I might move it. This rock wall here that runs all the way down was already here. As you can see, the peonies are done. Had lots of peonies and the irises. And I transplanted some hostas, and these are some yellow daylilies, that will fill in. And we've got lots more planting to do. This is this area right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is where my dog jumps down. He jumps off this rock. This is his shortcut to this area of the backyard. But this is what I got so far. When the pond is completely full, you really can't see any of the liner, which is what I was aiming for. And the waterfall looks really cool. Like I said, I might move it up so that it sort of comes down 2 levels. So like this would be the 2nd level, and then I'll have the 1st level up there. I think I'm gonna do that in the spring. This pond was really cheap, so I'm gonna put in the title, but it does come with a catch. I bought the pump, the tubing, the plastic waterfall feature that sort of makes that water come out 8 inches like that, and the pond liner. All these rocks I collected. In New England, we have tons and tons of rocks in the woods, and I went and found trails with my truck and loaded all these rocks in 1 truckload at a time, day after day after day. I lugged them all down here with the wheelbarrow. And like I said, I look out the window and I see a rock that I don't like, and I come down and I fix it. And I come down and I fix it. And I'm sure in the spring, when I have to refill this and do some, I'll probably do more work. This is obviously a work in progress. But I think it came out great. It looks really cool at night. I have some solar powered, like warm LED lights that I'm gonna put 2 inside the pond, and then I've got like they look like flower lights sort of like a lily, like they just like flow everywhere with bulbs on the end that are solar powered. I might stick those in a little bit here and there. But this is what I got so far. And I've been working on it for about 2 weeks, here and there, a few hours here, a few hours there. Obviously, after I friggin' stacked all my wood. Went through almost 7 cords this past winter. But tell me what you think. This is a DIY garden pond, if you will, frog pond. It's deep enough for fish. I just don't know if I want fish. And I would say in total, this probably cost me 40, 60, with the pond plants, I would say under $200. So this can be built for under $200. Probably around $150 you can build something like this. It's got to be close to 10 feet long. It is kidney shaped. And like I said, about 4 feet deep in one half. So like from here, that way is about 4 feet deep. And then from here, this way is about 2 feet. 20 inches to almost 2 feet. And then, if you can't see it, but the pump right down there goes down another foot. So I sunk that into a hole, and you know, you really can't see much. It came out really nice, I think, for my first attempt. And it was kind of planned out, but you know, sort of willy-nilly. I friggin' dug this whole thing out with one friggin' shovel. There's some dirt. Dumped it out with one shovel. Like I said, I got all the rocks. So this can be done on the cheap if you do put some work in yourself. And I don't know if I'm going to put like rice fish or white cloud minnows. I'm not going to put goldfish. I don't think I'm going to put koi because I have to drain this in the winter. Otherwise, it's going to freeze solid and who knows what it's going to screw up. I do have some ivy, some creeping ivy I'm going to order and jam it in these rocks over here, and it'll just start growing around and sort of flow over that part of the liner right here. And some creeping jenny I might buy, and you really just jam them in the rocks and they'll start to grow. And then this phlox I've had for years. I planted a while ago. I just trimmed it, but if you let it, it'll flow over all the way down to the grass. I just cut a bunch out this spring, and I think I might plant a few up there to flow over those rocks. And that's what I got. It's a lot of work. I've been wanting to do something with this space for a while, and one day I just looked out the window and said, fuck it. I'm gonna go start digging. And this is what I came out with. It's nice sitting up on the deck and listening to the waterfall at night. And that's about it. Any advice, leave it in the comments. Anything I didn't do that I should do, leave it in the comments. Any ideas you think would be great, leave it in the comments. And yeah, this is my quick and easy, under $150 pond. It can be done, folks, but there is a catch. You got to do a lot of rock hunting and dragging and wheelbarrowing. All right, folks, enjoy your summer. This is Mike from Mass. I'm out.